it's gonna be the comparison between Markus Rühl or Samson, Dauda, and Big Ramy. So Big Ramy is the winner of 2020 Mr. Olympia, and current winner Mr. Olympia Samson Dauda, and the Markus Rühl in 2006. So we are going to compare these three athletes. So in front lat spread, you can see Markus Rühl. So he was looking big, no doubt. You can see the conditioning and see the quads midsection. He's looking good, but when it comes to conditioning, I would say Samsung Dauda has better conditioning in legs, better separation in legs. And if you talk about Big Ramy, he has definitely big quads, but still when you see inner thighs, his quads looks flat from inner thighs. And if you talk about Markus Rühl legs, his legs also conditioned, but the conditioning that Samsung Dauda carries is something that is very impressive. So but if we talk about upper body, Markus Rühl is looking so big and conditioned, or Big Ramy's midsection is little big, I would say, but still the lats is so big and shoulders chest is so conditioned. And if we talk about Samsung Dauda, so in front lat spread, definitely he's better than last 2 years, but still he needs to work more on his midsection in front lat spread, because when he do this pose, his midsection looks flat. But still overall, I would say he carries better balance because of his waist size, because he has tiny waist and has perfect balance right now in this pose. So I will give this pose to Samsung Dauda, and second I will give this to Big Ramy, just because of the balance, because his body carries better balance of upper body and lower body. And Markus Rühl's upper body is looking big. Legs are good, but still upper body is huge, and legs are good in shape, condition, but Samsung Dauda has better conditioning. So overall I'll give this to Samsung Dauda. Second, I will give this to Big Ramy. Third, I will give this to Markus Rühl. And if we talk about any side chest, so in this pose you can see Markus Rühl's upper body. He's so impressive in terms of upper body. And also Big Ramy, you can see Big Ramy is unbelievable in this pose. You can see the glutes, hamstrings, quads, they are looking unreal, so impressive from leg side. And also you can see upper body of Big Ramy, the striations in chest, shoulder, arms, also midsection. So in this pose he looks complete and carries better balance. Or if we talk about Samsung Dauda, you can see his upper body is good, but in this pose you can see his glutes and hamstrings are not that impressive, not even looks conditioned. So also if you talk about Markus Rühl's legs are not that impressive. You can see the glutes, they are looking flat, even hamstrings are looking flat. So in terms of upper body he is good, but from lower he is not that impressive. So definitely this pose I will give this to Big Ramy, and second I will give this to Samsung Dauda, and third I will give this to Markus Rühl. So let's talk about back lat spread. So in this pose Markus Rühl's upper body is impressive, the V-taper is good, shoulder, arms are looking good, glutes are not that conditioned, but still hamstrings carries better conditioning. And you can see Big Ramy's back, so dense back, the V-taper is good, still the waist is not that tiny, but overall the balance is good because the glutes, hamstrings are so big and conditioned, so the balance is good. And also if you see Samsung Dauda, the V-taper is impressive, or I would say the V-taper is better than Big Ramy or Markus Rühl, but still Samsung Dauda's glutes are not that conditioned and hamstrings are so impressive from Samsung Dauda. The density in middle traps are good. So overall I will say that Big Ramy has better balance in terms of size and conditioning, because his glutes are also so conditioned and hamstrings are good, back is dense. So I will give this pose to Big Ramy. And third I will give this second I will give this to Samsung Dauda, because of the tiny waist and width is good from Samsung Dauda. And somehow I believe Markus Rühl has soft glutes and hamstrings are good, but still I prefer Samsung Dauda over Markus Rühl because the aesthetics Samsung Dauda carries is just so impressive. So second is Samson dauda, third is Markus Rühl. So let's talk about back double bicep. So in this pose, what do you think, guys? So in this pose, Samsung dauda is looking so impressive. You can see the waist. So the thing what I was talking from last two poses, the waist size, the waist is so impressive from Samsung dauda. You can see the V taper, the depth in upper back, so impressive, the tiny waist and hamstring. So he is looking so impressive, chiseled in this pose. And also you can see a big ramy. So this version of big ramy in 2020, he was just best in 2020. So he was at his peak, and also we have seen him dominating in 2020. Or you can see the shoulders, lats, the V taper, and especially glutes, hamstrings. So he was looking complete in 2020. Or if we talk about Markus Rühl, so the leg side, the glute side was not that impressive, as we have already talked about it in back lat spread. And the back is good, the V taper is good, but still I prefer big ramy over Markus Rühl because of the tightness. And I will give this pose to big ramy just because of glutes, because Samsung dauda's glutes are not conditioned, but he carries better aesthetics. But still, big ramy is looking complete from my side, so I'll give this to big ramy. Second, I will give this to definitely Samsung dauda because of the tiny waist. And third, I will give this to Markus Rühl. So let's talk about most muscular. So this is the post where it's gonna be so tough, but let's do it. So Markus Rühl's upper body is phenomenal. You can see the delts, the chest, the midsection. You hardly find any mistake in upper body. But when you see leg side, his legs are not that conditioned like Samsung dauda. You can see the difference. And also if we compare with big ramy's legs are also not that conditioned, that carry his quads are not carries depth, striations in inner thighs. Big ramy's thighs looks flat in the inner side, but upper body is good. But you see Samsung dauda, he looks complete in this pose. I mean, you can see his shoulders, arms, midsection. He looks so impressive. Even quads, you can see the striations. But if we talk about the overall size, the density, if we talk only upper body, then Markus Rühl will definitely dominate. But still, we have to see everything. So quads are not that impressive. So I will give this to Samsung dauda, yes, of course. And second, big ramy, and third, Markus Rühl. And this comparison, I would say that overall, Samsung dauda and big ramy carries better balance. So anyone can be the winner, but I will choose Samsung dauda because of the beautiful aesthetic body he has, the tiny waist, the big back, the hamstrings, the quads. The only thing that I didn't like about Samsung dauda in his physique is his glutes. So next time, hopefully he'll come with conditioned glutes. And if he come with good size in glutes and conditioning, then definitely he's going to rule upcoming 2 years.